So we're level 5, right?
Yeah, are we level 5 now after all that kingdom?
Level 5.
That's a lot. I'm sure like a lot of like mundane things happened in 6 months of kingdom building. Like,
Yeah, dude.
stubbed my toe
You know how
a
many
couple
rats
times.
we had to kill?
Yeah, you think you've earned level 5?
Yeah, I think we have, Mike.
I mean, we built a kingdom.
Yeah, sure. It's 200 people living in shacks in the wild.
Have you ever built
194
200
correction.
shacks?
194 people. Yeah,
We've already started to fit them out a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, about the living in shacks, we did not build any residential structures, so it's more like
If you
tents
go back and
and
listen, I said,
sleeping
why don't
under
we
the
spend-
stars.
Why don't we build houses? And you guys were like, nope, let's build a bar.
Want the store? No, it was a store. It was a general store. What was the? What was it? The Dundee.
Dundee Sundries.
Yeah, Dundee Sundries.
Sundries.
Dundee Sundries. Yeah, which is wonderful. Hey,
If we build a tavern, we're going to call it the Deuce.
yes.
Deuce.
yeah. So the deuce.
The double deuce, right? From Roadhouse.
The Double Deuce. Where you going? Down to
We got to
Double
build a
Deuce.
Hooters now. There's got to be a Hooters.
Hooters. Why isn't it called Hooters?
Because Hoot's still alive.
That's true. Okay, so what is the consequence of you guys not building housing? Is there an overcrowded thing that's going to happen?
Yeah,
or is it,
technically, our next kingdom turn, we will be overcrowded,
It's
okay, so does that create
which
unrest?
I don't know what that does yet.
I guess we're going to find out.
I mean, we're
We'll
sleeping in
lose
the trolley.
more. We'll lose more before then. It'll be fine.
I think that's what happens when you do a kingdom turn without reading all 80 some odd pages of the King
We have done
Player's
that.
Guide.
It's not as though we're recording ourselves and putting this on the internet.
That's not how we learn.
So, overcrowded next turn. We're still in the kingdom turn, though,
Yeah.
because
Yes, we have to resolve that last one.
we stopped. Yeah, we stopped just before it was time to roll the event dice. I think the event dice is something that I got to do. I got to roll.
DC 16.
I got to make a DC 16 flat check on a die 20,
What are the
and I
consequences
guess
of this?
the DC drops every turn. So eventually, you're going to hit an event.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's
Okay,
gonna
so
be
we could go half a year without having something.
Yeah, like it. I think the DC drops by 4 or something every time.
I think it's 5.
By
Kingdom
5.
turn is reduced by 5 every time you don't have an event.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, it's just a matter of time.
Are we talking like Northern Lights? Or are we talking like Revolution?
Yeah. Is
Orc
it-
invasion.
Is there a table you roll on?
If you guys hit an event, I've got a chart that I then roll on,
Oh, fun.
and then like we have a lot of fun doing that, right? Mm-hmm. And
A
then
meteor lands in your settlement.
right, lose 200 people,
Dude, there's still like Beaky's big brother that took a bite out of that first owlbear. I'm still nervous about that.
Good
thing kicking around.
memory. Yes, there is.
Let's go find him.
Was it gargantuan?
He was gargantuan. He was
Oh.
gigantic. So okay, so let me try to remember what we did last Kingdom turn. So you guys, we kind of got organized on that. We had kind of a slip up when it came to the skills. We did a quick retcon, got you guys trained in the skills that make sense for a Kingdom turn. Set up some trade agreements, did some spying, tried to claim a hex, but that didn't quite go very well. And now we are here sitting. The civic activities, you guys did that. So now we're sitting here at the event phase. So I'm just going to roll the dice. I'm just going to do it, and we're just going to see what happens.
Do it
Okay.
live. Do it live.
Okay. I kind of hope we hit an event, but it's DC 16 flat check. I hope to hit an event, but if we don't, we don't. 17. We hit an event. You guys want me to use my dice cam? You want me to prove it?
No, I believe you. I believe you.
Nope, you're doing it anyway.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah. We all said no, and there goes the
Sick
can.
as a
Yep.
dog. Oh, motion sickness.
Oh,
Which one is it?
Put that.
It's a 17.
it's a 17.
Okay.
All right.
Put this thing on a stabilizer.
Okay. So you guys have triggered the random event. Step 2, event resolution. Okay. Random events present opportunities to go forth in exploration or encounter mode to deal with a rampaging monster or the like.
Oh my God.
These are handled now. Okay, let me get over to my chart, and we're just gonna see what happens.
Please don't be Mitflitz. Please don't be Mitflitz.
Oh God.
Would someone else like to roll a die 100?
No.
You're going to put it on us.
No. Yeah,
I
don't like how you
we
pass
could
it
each
on.
take a turn
I don't even think.
rolling the event.
No, it is your responsibility to
It's your
roll a
responsibility.
shitty. Yeah. It is.
And
that
I
is-
assume
that
it's a
is the
mix
weight
of
you bear.
good, bad, and indifferent things, right? On this table.
Bill's been rolling hot lately,
No,
so I'm
Mike,
going to
this is
proxy
your-
my roll over to Bill.
Bullshit.
I don't have a
I am
D100.
calling bullshit.
Well,
D100 is the size of your fist.
A 5.
Wow.
5.
You rolled a 5?
5.
My hot roll right there. I didn't roll 20. I usually roll 20.
Oh,
so I never
no.
do
He seems satisfied with that result.
I get the feeling low rolls are bad.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of looking at this now.
Oh, it's like a bunch of
Kinda,
mitflit strippers.
What are we doing?
Oh, Mike, we're not re-rolling that. That is not happening.
It's a 5.
This is what it
we're
is.
not.
No,
We're not re-rolling this.
Now, we talked last time, one of the activities is like you can hire a group of adventurers to deal with issues.
Like an ongoing event. Like if you carry an event over.
Okay, so if there was an event that was going to carry over to the next turn, you could spend that here. But we're going to have to deal with this
if
one.
this event carries over, you could hire adventurers to help deal with it.
Okay.
All right. Well, what is it?
It's either going to carry over or we'll have a new party.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah,
All right,
please do.
Let me just read it to myself.
Do we need to take notes? No, you go ahead and read it.
Maybe only 3 of you are gonna end up taking notes.
Wow, this is why Bill shouldn't be rolling. You were rolling super hot last episode.
Is this going to be something see like one of your party mysteriously dies?
I don't like the concerned look in his face. Looks like he's going to throw
know.
up.
He looks a little aghast over there.
Bill, you rolled a 5.
Yes, I did.
Out of 100.
Out of 100.
Out of 100.
There's a 1% chance to hit this result. This event is called Assassination Attempt.
Oh.
It is a dangerous event. It's tagged dangerous. One of your leaders
Piss off.
well,
I don't know, but if we catch this assassin alive, we're going to be at war in the second kingdom turn.
one of your leaders or prominent citizens is targeted by assassins. The GM determines who hires these assassins and then attempts a DC 11 flat check. On a success, the target is an NPC assigned to a leadership role. On a failure, the target is a notable NPC simply in the kingdom, but not a leader, and not in a leadership role. Preferably one with whom the PCs have established a friendly relationship. This is the warden who is going to make this roll. And the skill that the warden will roll is an intrigue skill. So I'm going to make that DC 11 flat check to see whether it's one of your 4 NPC leaders that gets targeted or just a notable NPC. It is an NPC leader that's going to be targeted.
No.
Shit.
There is a critical failure condition to this.
Oh, God.
Did you
Which
hit it?
is not...
Probably we don't even get to do anything to try to
It's
stop
called
it.
assassination.
Yeah, it's called like
attempt,
PC
so-
at that point. The player character gets assassinated. I'm guessing.
So... God.
So who's rolling this?
Okay, so
we've got Lindsay, Valerie, Harem, and Amiri.
damn it.
Amiri,
Could be targeted.
Amiri is the warden, so I'm going to say that by process of elimination, it's not Amiri. She's not investigating her own assassination attempt, I guess. So I guess I don't even have to roll for that. I can just determine who it's
This is
against.
like Clue.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know who it's against.
Well,
I absolutely know who it's against.
It was Hareem in the general store with a pillow.
with the lead pipe. No.
Yeah. So
Cold iron.
so who rolled the? Didn't somebody have to roll a check to see if we fail?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah. So Amiri, the warden needs to roll a check. Amiri is the warden, but
Yeah.
I think Bill's got to bring us home on this.
Okay.
And but so we're making it's a intrigue skill check.
Oh, so you could use your
Chris, what's
intrigue.
our intrigue modifier?
We add 8.
Oh, 8. Oof.
Okay.
So D20 intrigue.
Plus 8.
15 plus 8 is a 23.
Hey.
Okay. That is a success, and the DC was even ratcheted up a little bit on this beyond your control DC. So you have rolled a success. The assassins reach their target, but are driven off or defeated before the NPC is even harmed.
Wow.
Who sent him?
You know who sent them. The Black Tears came for Lindsay.
Chris, you still got your list handy?
Yeah, I'm updating it here.
The Black Tears.
Those are the
appear
first
to
dudes
have
we fought.
reformed. Yeah, the Black Tears, episode 2.
Yeah.
And you'll recall that Lindsay killed Volodmira.
Oh.
They came for Lindsay.
And Vladimir didn't kill anyone, if I recall properly.
Yeah, she
They
didn't
got
take
it out
anyone
for
down with
Lindsay.
her.
The Black Tears, Bob, Rod, and Todd, man.
On a failure, Lindsay would have been injured but survived, and he would have increased unrest. On a crit failure, the assassins slay the NPC and escape.
Wow.
If the NPC was a leader, the leadership role is now vacant. 2d4 unrest and 1d4 points of decay on this. Wow. This was a dangerous event. This is Kingmaker Guide, page 554, 555, for those of you following along at home.
Well, good roll, Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Well, the first one.
Shitty roll and then good roll.
Yeah. Bill, you got us through. All right, so
Turn one.
Amiri saved Lindsay. I think that's pretty cool.
That is pretty awesome.
Okay, you guys popped that event. Everyone's okay, and the citizens do not know about it, I think.
Do we know about it, right?
Don't tell them. Fuck.
You guys know, yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys all know. Okay.
You guys will have to
Staying
fill.
alive.
You guys will have to fill Katala in on who the hell the Black Tears are.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you get the whole history by now.
Wow.
So we were almost down to 193 people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this.
I know, you almost lost
census
another. If you guys watched the Battlestar Galactica, where the president's got the...
I watched the original one. So
well, of course, yeah, but I was thinking more Edward James Olmos, but, and the president's got the number of humans still alive, and she, I feel like you guys
we
got
definitely
that.
have that, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, this is where we would begin applying Kingdom XP and increase the level if possible. This is now the end of the turn that we've reached. But, as we said last time, we're going to use milestone leveling for the kingdom for a couple of reasons. The context in which we're playing, doesn't lend itself really to repeated kingdom turns over and over. Although we are considering starting to do kingdom turns offline on our Discord and reporting those results to people that might want to follow. So that's the first reason we're not going to do straight XP leveling. The second reason, of course, is that the XP gain is kind of broken right now. And so we're just going to kind of sidestep that. This does have the side effect of you guys not being compelled to retain resource points, turn to turn, because you can turn in a resource point for one experience point. And I guess as time goes on, you might be able to start turning in a lot. But, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You guys should just, given that, my hope is that you won't just spend all your resource points and instead just have a few left over, just so we can kind of have a true experience on this. But I don't know. You guys do what you want. Okay. Hey, we did our first kingdom turn, guys. Congratulations.
Heck yeah.
What are your thoughts so far? Now, we did a lot of Starfinder ship combat. Well, not Donnie. There was a Donnie-shaped hole in our hearts all those years, Donnie. We didn't know it at the time. I mean, you've completed us now. But when we were playing a lot of Starfinder, we did a lot of Starship combat. And like many people, I kind of noticed people on phones. And it was just, especially when things started leveling up, it just kind of ground to a halt. I was concerned that the Kingdom turn would be something similar, but I actually really enjoyed the Kingdom turn. What do you guys think?
I think the Kingdom turn was fun, and the more of them we do, the faster it'll be. Just like camping, there'll be a 10-minute thing in the beginning of an episode or the end of an episode, and then that'll be done.
Yeah,
I think just like the camping, we'll get quicker and we'll know what the fuck to do. Each turn. I also like the Kingdom turns because stuff carries over from one turn to the next, and bad things can compound and get worse, and good things that happen in one turn can influence things the next turn. So I think it's pretty cool.
And you guys have kept track of some of those things that have carried over, I think. So, thank God for you, Chris. Okay.
Yeah, and it really helps drive home. I mean, I think one of the big things that sets 2E apart from other RPGs is the forcing the teamwork, right? And I think you really got to work together on the Kingdom turns. So I think that's good for getting in that habit too.
I agree. So let's move over to roll 20. I think you guys are on this right page here. Yep. I went ahead and put in the throne room map, which is, I know none of you guys have played the computer game, but for anyone that's listening to this that has played the computer game, it's very reminiscent of kind of how the computer game, presented the throne room. It's just this gigantic wooden chamber and this kind of dais with a couple of chairs, and got Sirio sitting up there with sort of his people kind of in council meeting basically all around him. And you guys are kind of wrapping up this first, week or two of leadership.
So I guess the first thing is when you're describing the room, all I was thinking about, where is the Tusk Gutter?
Oh, yeah.
mounted.
Oh, the Tusk Gutter. Tusk Gutter's mounted, sure. He can be mounted.
I'd say one of the sidewalls.
You found a taxidermist.
Yeah, one of the sidewalls. I don't think he's big enough to be kind of above the throne per
He's
se.
a minor trophy.
Yeah.
So really, aside from all like the nuts and bolts of, the actual kingdom turn and the mechanics and stuff, I guess kind of in our council meeting, we're discussing what to do. And I think the first course of action should be, toward expansion. We tried that this month. Didn't go as well as we would have liked, but I think that's kind of what we need to focus on.
Dry's a little concerned about the undead-ish area that he sent spies into to look at, and they came back with a report. He would like to get out and get on the road to there, that whole area, the warg.
Do you think we need to take care of that ourselves, or should we send someone else?
I think we should take care of it ourselves.
Mitch kind of is in agreement with like immediate future. Like definitely we need to expand, make sure this warg to our neighbor to our west or east, is under the understanding that this is our land, claim that X. But more importantly, we've got black tiers trying to murder our leaders. Like we need, we need maybe a little counterintelligence. Like I don't know anything about Patox, or is that pronouncing correct? Patox, or is it Patox?
Yeah, Patox. Now, and I'll at this point I can remind you guys that you guys think that you guys are relatively sure that Patox sent Tartuccio, right? But the black tiers are Brevin. Oh. They would have come from the northeast, from Restov, from the Brevoy area. Okay. Now, did Patox hire the black tiers? I don't know. I mean, you haven't quite implicated them together yet, but it did seem like Tartuccio knew about the black tier incursion, and kind of you found him safe with a fake bump on his head, right? So it kind of seemed like they spared him. And of course, that Etten was trying to not fight a gnome, right? They hadn't, that Drycolme and Jaethel fought all those episodes ago. Is it gnome? So it does seem like there's a connection there.
Katala would suggest that maybe we need to investigate more on the black tiers in Brevoy or Restov or wherever, right? Yeah. So maybe the next Kingdom turn game mechanic standpoint, we send a spy there, right? To figure out where are these black tiers, etc. And the warg and the undead are both pressing threats, whichever one we go after first is fine, but after the black tiers, they're on
I just figure we do them in order.
Next,
yeah, and zooming out to our grand old world map, the warg is on the way to the undead cave.
So we just do them in order. Also, Dry is going to fire off a letter to Jamandi about the assassination attempt, just to make her aware, because it's in her backyard.
Sure.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting because I pictured Dry kind of like getting into this, like the intrigue of this, like, okay, assassination attempt, that has to set him off. It's
I want to make my own assassination attempt.
Yeah.
To tag along on that, because the info in that letter is pretty sensitive, I think we should send one of our loyal NPCs to deliver it.
Yeah.
Carry a little more weight that way.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
Let's send Jaethel.
I'd be fine. Sure.
I'd be all right with that. And if we do happen to leave, which it sounds like we're going to, I think we take Lindsay with us until we
keep her close.
Just to have a hold on the black tier situation. Yeah.
So you guys are laying this out and, instructing your provisioners on what you're going to need for this trip and everything. And can we talked about this a little bit off air, but can you take me through, with all this downtime that we had leading up to this this episode? I know that you guys did a lot of crafting and spent a bunch of gold. Can you give me the high points on kind of where you're at gear-wise now?
Yeah, I don't think anyone really made a weapons purchase, except for Dry does have a matching dueling or an Aldori dueling sword made out of cold iron now.
Cold iron Aldori dueling sword.
And I'm kind of picturing either, like, are these crossed on your back, or are they stacked up kind of Witcher style?
I kind of like the idea of them both being on my hips.
Oh, that'll be really quiet when you're walking through the woods.
I'm stealthy as fuck. I don't know what you're talking about.
And aside from that, I don't think we have new weapons, but everything's runed up as much as we can. So we got +1 in striking on everyone's weapons except for Sirio's.
And kind of in lieu of runes and stuff, I went and picked up some second level scrolls. Things like Dispel Magic, a couple of the different energy resists, a restoration. Just since I'm spontaneous, I don't know how to cast those, but I can read them off a scroll.
Right. Okay. So that's okay because they're on the primal spell list, so you can cast. Okay. Cool. That's smart. I mean, you got to have those. So very cool. So you guys are broke. Broke is a joke. Okay.
Well, we burned through some gold, but I also did upgrade Sirio and my armor's foam chassis to level or moderate. So just when that comes up, just so you know, like when we turn into marshmallows again.
Okay.
It was replaced.
Sure. Great. Can't wait.
Are you over that enhancement for the armor, Mike?
No. I think it's I think it's hilarious when it happens. I just love that you guys are kind of turtled there with, can't move, whatever. So you're all provisioned. You're all ready to go. Your 194 remaining citizens are, kind of
waving from their windows, like giving us a
waving from
parade.
their windows. But before you leave your own throne room, Amiri comes in, and she's your warden, who, by the way, is looking tired. She's just thwarted the assassination attempt on Lindsay, and she has 3 people that she's bringing in with her. And she walks up to you guys as you're all in the room together, and she says, "These 3 have reported killings, crimes. I haven't had a chance to investigate yet, but figured they'd better bring them here to you." And she turns to these 2 humans and a half-elf. The half-elf is Octavia, who you, of course, met alongside Ragonger, rescued her from the Technic League. And there are these other 2 human citizens that have chosen to throw their lot in with you. And it's a man and a woman. They both seem a little bit older. And they're both very disheveled and grief-stricken. There's been killings. People we know have been killed, have been ripped apart. It's horrible.
Where tries to get close and ask where?
How close? Like uncomfortably close? Like close, darker close?
Like just like he's gonna step up and he's gonna whisper in her ear.
Where are they?
Where has this been happening? He's 24 and he's starting to get a gravelly voice already. Where has this happened?
So the human woman who's here, she says, my sister, a farmhand named Saki. She's killed 2 nights ago. And then the man pipes up and says, my friend Bevan is a shepherd nearby. He was killed last night, ripped apart like a wild animal, dismembered. And Octavia's like comforting them and kind of sharing glances with Amir, and you kind of get the feeling that these 2 citizens went to Octavia, and Octavia took it to Amiri, and now Amiri's taking it to you, because that's how government works.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at them again and go, great, where?
What my friend's trying to say is, we're sorry for your loss. We'd like to help.
I wasn't trying to say that at all.
We'd like to know.
So as far as where the bodies are, you're told that Saki was killed, in one location nearby, near one of these farms that are kind of springing up around. And Bevan, meanwhile, was killed along with his entire herd. Kind of in another area. This is uncomfortably close. This is in your hex here in land that you've claimed. The bodies are being kept near Bevan's house, his shack that he set up for himself, that you can find those bodies there. And you are given the locations of where both of these killings occurred.
I'm going to look at Sirio and be like, my liege.
Kiss ass.
So, probably the first thing we need to have Harim kind of inspect the bodies just to see if he can determine what killed them, if it was indeed an animal. And then I think we need to go to either, I guess, the field or wherever the flock was grazing to see if we can find any clues.
I think we should dress up as cows. Just mill about the field.
Just want to do a stakeout. Yeah, you and the 4 of you and Harim head over to Bevan, the first victim's house, or the second victim. Bevan's the second victim. Saki's the first victim. You go over to Bevan's shack, where both bodies are there, and it is as was described to you by these 2 grieving witnesses, or not witnesses, just friends of both victims. Both bodies are just, shredded and partially eaten and ripped apart.
Can I roll a nature check?
Yeah, you can roll nature check, sure.
What parts of
Wait, do we know what organs have been eaten?
Yeah, that's my question too.
Yeah, you'll have to roll as you inspect these bodies. I think medicine's a good place to start again, or nature, or if you have a lore.
16 plus 7? 23 on nature.
Definitely sharp teeth, sharp claws. Definitely sharp teeth, sharp claws. Wounds in the upper torso and neck and
Are they
head.
like a straight claw or a curved claw?
Well, you're not sure.
Do we know what organs have been eaten?
Not with a nature check. You do not know.
Yeah, I think Harim's got, well, he better have medicine. He's a cleric.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Yeah.
I'll roll a medicine check for Harim. By the...
Oh my god, I forgot about this fucker.
There's no need to worry about the organs. They are going to turn into dust eventually.
Oh, this must have been their time, but I will tell you what I know. They were killed by bites from a large animal, most likely a wolf or a warg. They appear to have been partially eaten. Dry, you seem very concerned about their organs. All their organs are there. It's their flesh that has been taken. You can see from the shoulder, from the chest, and the gut. They never stood a chance against whatever this was.
Wolves, bears, and wild dogs tend to eat the liver first.
Oh my.
Well, the liver here is here. The GM doesn't really know about any of that, so don't let that be an indication of anything.
What was the approximate height of the perpetrator?
It's hard to. This one's missing a foot. I can't measure it.
It's missing a foot.
Can
Okay.
I
Thanks,
check
Aaron.
the tracks in the ground for the depth of the wolf track to get an estimated weight of his weight on his front right paw while galloping?
All right, Sherlock.
So yeah, I mean they got ripped apart. We probably need to go see. We're right at the scene, and
Let's
we'll
get
take
in
a
this
Miri
field.
with us.
Yeah, was there a second
Dry,
body that we need to check just to make sure it's not two different? styles?
Both bodies have the same.
both are in the same place. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they were found in two different locations, but they have the same marks
the same
and
wounds.
injuries.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and again, to review, Saki found 2 nights ago, Bevan found 1 night ago in 2 different locations, both killed the same way.
How far apart?
About a mile apart from each other, but both are on the outskirts of your village.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got 2 kill sites that you can go visit.
It's suspicious that one happened in a shack when we specifically did not build houses in our kingdom
is-
terms. So I don't know
that
where
is
this
interesting.
fucking shack
True.
came from. That sounds like it was illegal. There's no permits.
We did our building. There was no permits. Yeah.
There's no zone for this. They're not zoned. This is zoned. This is a
Shanty.
rural residential building. This is zoned, and this is unincorporated territory. They can't do this. You're right. That's the real problem.
That's the real crime
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
Let's go back and
Even
write
though
that
it's
up.
not within Fort Trand proper, this is in our capital hex. So I think this is we got to take care of this.
Yeah.
So
I guess let's go to the most recent spot, where Bevan was killed.
All right. So you guys head out to the pasture, and you see indications that like a bunch of sheep were killed out here too. Those sheep have been removed, and people are butchering them, or at least what's left, and trying to reuse the resources the best they can. But you do see, indications in this prairie type field that Bevan and a bunch of sheep were killed out here. What do? You're standing around. It's kind of mid-morning, blue sky.
Start
It's
looking
quiet.
for tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah? You can roll a survival check, man.
It's a 19 on the die, so 26.
Dang.
Yeah, dry. Large wolf prints. You identify them.
Which way are they headed?
You can see that this wolf came from like a copse of trees nearby, came here, did what it did, maybe stayed here 5 or 6 minutes, and then retreated back to that same copse of trees, a few hundred yards away.
I'm gonna whistle over to the guys and kind of point towards where those trees are and just start walking that way.
Oh, you want us to walk that way? Okay.
I mean, you don't have to.
You guys arrive at this this little grouping of trees.
I'm going to have my armor on and sort out.
Yeah, the wolf tracks definitely end at these trees, but you see like blood stains and stuff around on these leaves nearby. Like it looks like this creature, this wolf or whatever, like came back here, and then the tracks just disappear.
Disappear.
Yeah, they're just gone.
What the hell
There's a
would cause
werewolf
that?
somewhere. Who's the werewolf?
What's a warg?
Who's the werewolf?
I'll try rolling another sword. I mean, I'm not great at it, but I'll give it a shot.
I'm more of a city boy.
Yeah, that's a 15 adjusted.
Yeah, you can't make heads or tails of it.
I don't see any poop bags, so they weren't walking their dog here.
So there's no tracks leading out, just tracks leading in.
Tracks, yeah. So these wolf tracks, yeah, you've got them in this copse of trees, and the tracks just end. There's nothing there. So
Is there something magical going on here? Like, would there be...
Yeah, can somebody detect magic? Anybody got that
yeah.
fucking thing?
Sirio detects nothing.
Okay.
Nothing is detected.
Of course. Why would it be?
Let's go check out the other site.
Okay. So you move kind of across town a little bit over to this farm that's kind of sprung up recently in the last few months. And you go, it's a very similar site, out at the edge of one of these, crop areas. You do see evidence again of a killing here. This would have been where Saki was killed. And same deal, actually, Dry. You immediately spot these tracks. And the tracks, these same wolf tracks, move away from where the body was killed. And again, into kind of an overgrown area. And just like before, the tracks disappear.
Quick question. Harim said something wolf or a warg. Do we know what wargs are?
It's like a larger wolf. I've been
Right.
making nature check.
But didn't, the dude that I threw his book in the ground.
Jubilos Narthropple?
Yeah,
he said
didn't he
there
give
was
us
a warg to the
He gave us
east.
information about a warg to the
Yeah,
east.
he gave you info about a warg. Yeah, a
So, I
warg
mean,
to the east.
We can go check that out, but we can check the site too, of course.
Would this be a survival check here to check these tracks as well? Just
Yeah.
to see if we can... Nope, that's not me.
That's an 11. I didn't get it either.
I mean, Amiri's still... She's still with us, right? Like, is she
Yeah.
helping out at all? Or?
Yeah, sure. Amiri is with you, yeah. She's like, oh my, I'll just take a look. So Amiri checks around as well, and she says, look there. You got to look closer. Human tracks.
Oh.
You see?
Dog tracks ended and the human... Somebody's carrying a dog.
Yeah, they're carrying a dog, and then they sick their dog on our people.
Every time that dog saw one set of footprints, that's where the human was carrying him through the tough part, right?
That's right.
That's right.
My character's intelligence is 10, so that's kind of what I think.
Seriously. Someone's carrying a dog.
Somebody's carrying a dog.
I'm with Cereal on this one.
Syria and I fist bump. Yeah, figured it out.
You can...
Got it.
see
God,
these-
we are not the brightest bunch of people.
I guess not. Like a bunch of bureaucrats, I know. Fine. You follow these tracks. If you want to. You follow the tracks.
Yeah, I want to see
Yes,
how far
we
this
did.
guy can
Yes,
carry.
yes.
Yeah.
Were we so dumb on the last
we're not
place?
smart, Mike. Of course we followed him.
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty dumb. We couldn't see human tracks. We were
I mean,
like, are
how
any
far
tracks?
can a
Nope.
man carry a dog?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the
Especially
size
a
of the
dog
dog.
that can kill that many sheep.
That's right.
That could be a big dog.
The tracks appear to be leading back toward your shanty town.
Oh, see?
Wow.
This is why we got to crack down on these fuckers building without permits.
That's right.
Do we have any?
This
do we
is
have
what
any silver?
happens.
Do we have any silver?
I got a silver dagger.
You should just walk around and poke people with it and see what happens.
There you go. Well, to be fair, I mean, this could be a
part of the
druid
census.
that's shifting into an animal. It doesn't have to be a werewolf,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But it probably is.
All right.
How are we gonna do
Let's
that?
get a survival check to track
Oh.
the human tracks.
20.
Nope.
That's what I needed. That's what I needed. That 2-0.
Nice job, Ben.
If you let me roll long enough, I will eventually
I guess
do
I could have
something
rolled,
good.
but I only had 1 to the roll, so I'm just like, I'm not even going to
I was rolling with 0. You never going to hit that 20, right? That's right.
Yeah.
So you get back, so you're kind of standing around in your shanty town at this point. The tracks have led back. There's sort of people all around, and you of course, when you follow those tracks back into kind of this main thoroughfare, in your village, you kind of lose it amongst all the other tracks, and so it's you, the 4 of you, and Amiri. And you're standing around, and there's people standing there too, and a couple people are looking at you guys. I mean, it's a small little village, but this is the fucking king and his bros all standing around. What do you do?
I wouldn't seen a guy carrying a dog.
I want a dog. Look, no matter what we do, it's not going to sound good.
Yeah, I mean, are you going to alert the people to this problem? I mean, how do you finesse this?
Right.
I say we don't finesse it. I just say we walk back out. We plan a little nighttime ambush excursion, maybe on the outskirts of town. We just kind of stand around the gates where the tracks let out at night, see who comes, who goes, maybe give a follow.
Yeah, do we have walls up around the town? No, we don't have walls.
You do not.
We don't have guards. We don't have anything. There's too much people hanging out outside of Chris's house.
We are one turn into our kingdom, and we're already having a surveillance state installed. So,
right,
that's pretty cool. I mean, so, here's what it is.
Governing's hard.
It is. It is. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. If you want to try to do a stakeout, and we'll see if we can catch somebody up to no good.
Yep.
We can find some.
The only other thing you could do at this point is you could make a diplomacy check to gather information about this. See if anyone knows anything.
I am not.
Yeah, but if we're not trying anything suspicious, but yeah, I guess if you don't want to talk to anyone,
if we're not trying to make a panic,
I mean, you would be able to do it in a way that was
yeah. I mean, Kachala can just. I'm not gonna say anything about the attacks. Just what's been going on down here.
Ask some low key questions like, did you guys see the size of that dog that was running outside the fence?
There you go.
Or just like
in my mind, if you have the king and all his bros walking around with just a bunch of rando 200 people, and they're like, "Hey, man, have you seen this dog?"
Right.
It would kind of raise a couple shackles on my back.
See anything suspicious?
Anything kind of weird out here?
Maybe something big enough to tear a body to pieces and not eat the liver. Something that size.
Have you noticed?
No, you haven't seen that?
Have you noticed anybody acting strange at night?
Yes, there we go.
Seen anything? Yeah, just general questions. What can we roll?
I have no diplomacy, so that's not.
I don't either.
That's a Serio.
I'm not worried about that. I got a +1 diplomacy. I'll roll it.
Do it.
Am I grabbing one of these passerbyers and just asking?
Grab him by the scruff of his neck.
Hey, you,
Chris, where are you at on all this? What's the king thinking?
I thought we were gonna go camp out at a pasture or something. Or isn't that what we said we were gonna do?
Yeah, we do that.
So yeah, you kind of you have a theory that this is either a druid or a werewolf. Mm-hmm. You know that this appears to be happening at night. So you head out to one of these pastures. Do you want to do something like equidistant between the two killing sites or something like that, or where do you want to go?
Yeah, I guess aside from the pasture and then that farming field, are there any other
were there animals
places like that?
Like, is there another
any livestock?
Herd of sheep?
Yeah, that's kind of what my thought was. Is like get some bait.
Yeah, there's another herd of livestock that you could sit amongst. Sure.
I still say we dress up as cows, but I don't know if you guys can go with that.
I just don't wear udders that well.
So, you guys go out there, and, okay. All right. You all right over there, Bill?
Yep.
Okay. You go out, there's a bunch of cows or whatever, and you allow night to fall. You guys are kind of sitting out there. I picture you got cloaks and blankets on and shit, and you're kind of waiting around. And it's you can't help but notice it's a full fucking moon above you tonight.
Oh boy.
It's a full moon. What are you guys talking about?
Telling ghost stories.
Kritala can tell you a story from his time in Devil's Perch about a brave Strick named Roki.
Yeah, let's hear it, man.
So,
what do you got?
Yeah, so Roki was a kind of down on his luck fighter, and this is a story that's told to all the Stricks coming up through the ranks. And Roki, at one point, had kind of reached the top, but never quite made it past the finish line. But one of his close friends, Apollo, did. And at one point, Apollo got into a fight with a dragon named Drago. And it was supposed to kind of be an exhibition, right? It wasn't like full contact type stuff. But Drago actually killed Apollo in this fight. And it forced Roki to kind of come back and kind of prove that, he had the eye of the tiger and the thrill of fight, and was able to come back and defeat Drago, the dragon, for killing his friend Apollo. So that's
I get
that's a story that, like I said, the Stricks are coming up through the ranks that are, you got to keep
fourth
that in
in
mind.
A series of 5.
It is, yeah, it is, yeah. There's prequels to that, but yeah, for sure.
Halfway through the story, you guys are sitting around, okay? Halfway through this, just as Drago is killing Apollo Creed. I'm sorry, as Dracula is killing Apollo. Everybody make a perception check. God damn it, Donnie.
19.
That story went right over my head.
Natty 20 for a total of 26.
You haven't seen Rocky 4 there, Chris?
No.
Oh, well, that's
A little before my time. Little before my time.
That doesn't make it.
No.
Mitch.
18.
Dry.
19.
I didn't even know there were 4.
There's like 7.
There's even more. Yeah.
Kritala.
Natural 20 for a total of 26.
Syrium.
15.
Kritala, you're telling this story just as you're getting to like the best part of the story, the training montage. Just as you're getting to the training montage where Rocky is getting ready to go to Russia to solve communism or whatever he does. You hear this growl, man. You hear it. You look around. You see these 2 eyes glowing in the night. And then, quick like lightning, this thing comes roaring toward you, okay? He's kind of, it looks wolf-like, walking on 2 legs, but galloping on all 4. But this thing has got this huge stature, this huge body, these gleaming teeth. This is a fucking werewolf.
Oh, boy.
And he is coming for you quick.
Don't let it bite you.
Hey, Sirio, can I borrow your silver dagger?
My what? My silver. I'm kind of shaking in my booties right now. This is. Ooh.
Don't like this.
Top speed, Kritala. You've won initiative through that perception check, but the other guys don't even see it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
What? How did I see it?
So you rolled stealth for initiative.
So, and I'm the only one that beat his stealth check, really?
You got it.
Oh. I mean, is it a free action to holler out and give these guys, or is that...
You're in your turn right now, and you can take one of your 3 actions to point it out and let the others see it.
I'll do that. I'll point it out and kind of be like, hey, yo, heads up. Point over at the...
Turn into Razor Ramon.
And that doesn't make any sense with your story.
You're just like, what?
What's over there?
Where's Drago? What?
Am I sitting down? No, I was standing up and I was telling the story because I was getting into it.
Oh, all right. You're standing up telling your story. All right. You know what? I'm with you. You would have been standing. The other guys are sitting down.
He's coming from behind us, right? That's why they don't see it. I was standing up looking the other way.
Yeah. Looking over our.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
I should. Let me move these tokens around.
No.
I need to move
It's all closer. Yeah.
What is with that?
I swear to God, I didn't see the map when I said that. I'm so sorry.
You're absolutely right.
Jesus.
Yeah, the werewolf is now 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Why is Hoot way
snuck
over
up
here?
real close.
Here we go. Here, I'll do
right.
this. I'll move him back a little bit. Come on.
I do-
We're all having fun here.
I do want to roll a knowledge check. I've done this before, but the gladiatorial. I want to get an idea if this guy's saves, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. All right, go for it.
So a total of 21.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll drop that DC for you down a little bit. You think he's got a low reflex save, low relative to the other 2. It's lower, but it's still pretty high.
Still pretty high. Yeah, that's what I figured. This guy's probably
The way this thing's moving, if this guy and the Stag Lord were to have a couple bouts, you're not sure who'd win.
Oh, that's cool.
This guy is
pretty tough.
I mean, he is just his muscles are rippling. He's just built, and he's fast. He is so fast.
All right. So yeah, I think I tell the group this is not a jobber, guys. This is a main eventer, and let's do it. It's just gonna flow out naturally. You guys get it. Let's do an intimidating glare on this guy. So let me roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
And
gonna give him the people's eyebrow.
he's gonna go, hey yo, you wanna go 1-on-1 with the bad guy? Chico? Chico?
What?
Ask Bill. He knows.
I know.
Total of 17 on the intimidation check.
No.
All right.
No. In fact, we call that a crit failure.
Oh, fuck.
Are you shitting me?
What?
I shit you not.
Holy
This guy
shit.
is definitely a meatliner.
Yeah. Well, I'm fucked. What's that penalty?
I don't know.
Oh,
Let's look it up.
Yeah. I honestly don't. I see a success and crit success for demoralize, but I don't see.
There's no crit fail.
There's no failure.
Yeah, if there's no crit. Yeah, if there's no condition there, then there's just, it doesn't matter. It is its turn. Oh man, 3 targets right in front of it.
Shit.
Oh man. He is running straight toward Mitchell, Lewis Groning, Sirio Xavier Sertova, and Dry Clancy Colmay. I think I'm going to resolve this with a D6 because, man, I don't think it really is a discerning werewolf. Sirio.
Uh-oh.
You were 3 and 4. I rolled a 3. This thing is going to use an ability called Ambush Strike. Requirement: the enemy rolled stealth for initiative, and it's the first round of combat. We've met all that. The effect: the enemy strides up to his speed and then attempts a jaws and a claw strike against a single adjacent target. Apply the multiple attack penalty to each strike normally, but this only takes 2 actions to do. So he jumps roaring out. Sirio, you see Kratala, his face changes. He points back behind your shoulder and then gives the people's eyebrow. And then you turn around and you look, and this werewolf is upon you. I think you're flat-footed, sir, because you're sitting down.
Yeah, that's fucking nightmare fuel, too.
Uh-oh.
Shit's getting real in book 2 here pretty quick. Here comes the jaw strike. Do you guys want to know the mod? Nah, I'm not going to tell you.
How do we go from level 1 boars to basically stag
Lord
light
again.
22. Against
22's a hit.
Flat-footed armor class. Okay. I think you guys are going to be fine.
How's it going over there, Mike?
That's a lot of dice rolling. What the fuck's happening?
Not good.
Did you just kill Sirio?
21 points of damage.
Ooh, I'm down to 15.
21 points of damage on Sirio. Make a fortitude save.
Got a 17.
Okay. He's going to use an ability called Rip and Drag. The enemy damaged a target with his jaws. That's the requirement. The effect: the enemy chews the bitten creature as he attempts to overwhelm them by attempting an athletics check against the creature's fortitude difficulty class. Here comes the athletics check versus Sirio's fort DC. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Shit.
That's where I would have. That's where I needed to. That's the best one for that one. Oh. On crit success, the werewolf inflicts 5d6 piercing damage on the target, exposes them to the curse of the werewolf, and can strike up to half its speed. If the target is medium or smaller, he drags the target with him into a new adjacent square.
Wow.
Is there a Vice King?
Jesus Christ.
You doing all right there, Chris? Oy.
No, just, it's just happening. We're all in range of a werewolf.
Especially when he tells you he just rolls 5 6s.
Right.
I did not. I rolled a 1, a 1, a 2, and then a 5 and a 6. So it did kind of get up there at the end. So what is that? 4 plus 11, so 13. 13 damage. So you got 2 HP left.
You say 4 plus 11?
Yeah. Or 15.
That's 15.
4 plus.
Yep. So I'm at 0.
You're at 0.
Yep.
Okay. So this guy comes out, renders Sirio unconscious, and then he's going to move with Sirio back like 3 squares. Like this. He's dragging him away. Sirio gets moved in the order to be before the werewolf.
Now
and he's at Dying 1.
Now is an appropriate time to bring up the fact we have no stabilize.
Yeah.
I have 5 healing potions still on me.
Okay.
Did you crit? Did he crit on that? The bite and drag, he didn't, did he?
Well, I
Not
did.
that it
I
was an
critted on the
attack.
rip and drag, but it's just 5d6 piercing damage, but it's not like doubled or anything. So I think he's at Dying 1.
Okay.
Because I crit the athletics check, not like an attack roll.
Oh,
you know what
I
I'm
gotcha.
saying?
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah. So, and I also need another fort DC. Another fort save from Sirio.
God.
There we go.
Get 20.
That one is a 13.
Okay. Whoa.
No, nice. Our werewolf lord is on the ground up there.
Not the best beginning to a combat we've ever had. But thank you guys for hanging in there. 3 more werewolves come out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
That's
He's
so
the
not
leader of the
funny.
pack.
It's Dry Colmay's turn. Dry.
Dry's going to stand.
Holy moly.
He's going to whip around. He's going to look at Sirio being dragged away by the werewolf. He's going to charge at the werewolf. and tackle him using his Titan wrestling ability.
Okay, make the athletics check. You're tripping. You're going for the trip, or are you going for the grapple?
I'm going for the trip. I need
Okay.
him I need him on the ground and letting go of Syria.
Okay. Oh God, my fucking bad ruling. Okay, all right.
21.
Success.
Nice.
Wait, 21?
Yeah, 21.
Not a success.
Oh.
Sorry.
You playing with our hearts, Mike.
Yeah, why you gotta be like, yeah, you
apologize.
got it, and then be like, never mind.
I was like, yeah, you didn't beat the reflex plus 10. Yeah, so it's a near miss.
Ouch.
All right, so this guy, he kind of gets out of the way. You're realizing, well, you got to lock him into a flank.
Well, I'm done. That was all 3 of my moves.
Mitch.
Okay. Stand up. Move to the flank.
Draw your weapon.
So our weapon's not out. Like, we're on a stakeout without our weapons out. Is that what I'm understanding?
If you would have been sitting with your sword out, then
It would have been
it's
like
out.
in my lap.
Yeah. All right.
It's hard to sit with a sword down on the ground.
Yeah, you got your sword in your lap.
I don't know if I want to
Dry
attack
can
this.
have his bow out too.
Is this guy wearing armor? I mean, the artwork it shows armor, so he's not wearing armor.
He's just wearing.
Naked.
I mean, he's got some like shredded clothes on, like the Hulk.
Oh man!
I was like, yeah, if it doesn't have armor and you want to tamper, give him a titty twister or something.
Grab his
purple-
jumper.
his
Give
tail.
Give him a
give him
purple
tug.
nipple.
No, it explicitly
slap him in the
says they
balls
have
like
to
you
be
used to in
wearing
high school.
armor. So, I think I'll do the combat maneuver as well. I don't know. I think it makes sense to get this guy on the ground and slowed
Yeah.
and let go of. Yeah, so I'll do a trip. I'll try to trip him.
Okay.
We're the same size, right? I don't have to. Like, he's not
Yeah.
like a huge.
Yeah, he's medium.
This is an athletics check.
Oh, okay.
That's athletics, right?
Yes, an athletics check versus yeah. You know, a 23. You know, a 21 doesn't cut it.
Okay. A 22 does then, right?
Does not. Oh, it does not.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
during
guys.
During all this, Dry is just yelling out, "Save the king!
Oh my god.
Save the king.
So fucking
Yeah.
dramatic.
Save the king!"
Kutala.
Oh, it's me again already?
Oy vey.
Oy vey. Well, I'm going to move up here. I guess Syria wouldn't be flanking, would he? Given his current
Does not
state.
threaten.
Oh no, I am not.
You're not a threat right now?
I am not a threat.
Oh. He's going to run up here next to the werewolf. He's going to do... he's going to get in tiger stance, the next action. And then he's going to do a flurry of maneuvers. The first one is going to attempt a trip. If I'm reading the room right, I got to roll a 10 or higher. So I got basically a 50% chance here.
50-50.
And I rolled a 12 plus 13. It's 25.
Okay.
Success.
Yes.
So he is
This werewolf is prone.
prone to everyone. And with my second part of Flurry of Maneuvers, I am going to do a Tiger Claw strike with the map. Yes. Total of 20?
It's a miss.
Miss. All right. That's all 3. But I
Okay.
did get him down, so that's good.
Sirio, yeah, and I don't think he's actually he doesn't have Sirio grabbed, but he just was able to move him with that rip and drag.
Okay.
Yeah, he dragged him, but Sirio doesn't have the grabbed condition. He just dragged him. He's moved him on the board, force movement. And Sirio, it is your turn. Dying 1, DC 11 flat check to recover and stabilize.
You got this.
All right, let's see what we get. Roll a 4.
Not a crit fail. Okay, so that is going to mean that you will descend then to dying 2.
Okay.
We have a little bit of a reputation for no plot armor, and so I don't know about you, my blood pressure is beginning to go up a little bit, but we're just going to stick with it, right? We're just going to stick with it. It is
Live by the dice,
Kundal.
die by the dice.
Yeah, it's Kundal's turn. That's this guy's name. He's got some new targets to choose from.
I mean, I didn't trip him.
Yeah, I didn't knock him down either.
As a free action, Kurtala takes the toothpick out of his mouth and flicks it in the werewolf's face.
Whoa. Well, there you have it. He stands up. Already 1/3 of his action economy gone. He stands, and he squares up versus Kurtala, and he comes in with the jaws attack. Oof. 20.
Get out of here.
Nice.
Misses you.
Nice.
Follows
There
it
we
up
go.
with a claw attack subject to the multiple attack penalty. 21.
Exactly.
Boo.
Catches you just barely.
Do I get any bleed damage, or do I got to cut myself?
Did you pull out one of those fang berries and give yourself some
there
color?
you go. I'm going to take a fame berry and gig myself on the forehead.
15 damage.
My God.
15 damage? All right. It's
15
pretty hard.
damage. You guys are just level 1 again. I mean, this is a level 1 encounter. This is tough. Okay. That's it for Kundal. Drycolme.
Drycolme is going to reach on his belt and pop off a a healing potion lesser. And he's going to uncork it and dump it into Sirio's mouth.
Okay. What is that, 2d8 back?
2d8 plus 5.
Shit. Okay, Phil, roll it off, man.
That's 2 actions.
That's 2.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
It's a great move.
So that is 16.
Okay.
2d8 plus 5.
I feel the life flowing through me.
That's a nice.
I still have 1 action left. While I'm down there, I'm going to try and just tackle this dude's knee out from underneath him.
You're
while
going
I'm on
back.
the ground.
You're going back for the
Well,
trip.
I mean, I only have 1 action left.
Yeah,
It's not
dude,
like I can
that's a
do
smart move.
Go
do
for it.
really
Go for the
anything.
trip. Yeah. Okay.
Athletics. It's going to be a 12. We're just going to not.
Shit.
I'm just going to hand Sirio the potion and fall over onto the ground.
Yeah, it's a crit fail on the trip attempt. Does that have a condition? Let's take a look.
Yeah, you lose your balance and land prone.
Fuck.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Crit fail. Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, I went
Drycolme.
to shoot his knee, completely missed, and just dove face first into the
Oh,
ground
man.
behind him.
Okay. Yeah, dry, prone. Okay. Mitch.
Chris is back up. That's all that matters.
We're all grouped up around him. I should definitely explode.
Explode. No.
Well, you could just move away and do it and just catch the wolf, I guess, if you wanted
That's
to.
dumb. Yeah. Well, first thing I'll do is I'm going to rev up my armor.
Okay.
On, but it's not critical. Second thing I'm going to do is see if I know anything about werewolves. What would that be?
You have to name the check, but
Okay.
I, mean,
I guess I would do like a
occultism.
occultism is
Yeah.
probably what I would want to do. I'm going to do an occultism. Just look through religious things that I've read in the past. See if I know anything about this dude. That is a 19 on the die for an adjusted. Where's my occultism? It's a 29.
This is a werewolf, as I think we've all assumed.
Cool.
I'll give you a couple things about him that you need to know. The high roll like that. Weakness to silver. 10 points bonus damage when attacked with silver. So that silver dagger on Sirio's looking pretty good right now. You might need to pass that off to someone. This guy's got attack of opportunity.
Shit.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Hasn't had a chance to use it yet, but he's got it. This thing can change shape. He's in a hybrid form right now. He can go to... He's unable to go to human under the full moon, but he can go into a full wolf form, too. Leave hybrid and go to wolf form. You don't know the DC or anything like that, but you're pretty sure that whoever eats a bite from this is probably exposed to a curse. Curse of the werewolf.
Oh boy.
You guys don't know whether Sirio... You know Sirio's been bit. You know the king's been bit. First day on the job gets bit by a werewolf. But as far as whether Chris passed or not, you just don't know.
So Mitchell kind of say out, if you've got silver, use it, and don't get bit.
Don't get bit.
Kind of like not intentionally not looking at Sirio on the ground.
This big bite mark in his in his shoulder. You got a third action.
Yeah. And I'm notorious for asking for homework, and you can go with this where you want, but overdrive is a manipulate action, so that would have triggered.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do it right. Yep. Okay, so I'll retroactively do this attack of opportunity. Thank you for that. I think karma will reward you for this. I'll roll low.
It hasn't yet.
It's pretty low. Probably not low enough. 26.
It's pretty low.
Oh, no, low enough. It's only a 26.
Lowest key asshole thing you've ever said. Yeah, that's a hit, Mike.
Fort save.
No. Yeah, all right. What is my fortitude?
Oh, he bit you.
Yeah.
21 damage.
Oh my god.
9.
I say we all get bit and then just run the rest of the AP as werewolves.
I was going to say, if a third of us gets bit, we all just have to do it because it'll be easier than curing it, probably.
Right? We
Yeah.
can do. I'm sorry. That's 18 on fortitude.
Okay.
And how much damage?
21 damage. So you got an action left.
I don't really want to take it anymore. Run away.
You guys going on strike? I get it. Have you unionized yet?
Wait, should we even be recording? Isn't there a writer's strike going on?
That's right.
Let's cancel this.
All right,
We
so
don't have any writers.
Clearly.
I think smart Mitch would try to do another combat maneuver. Dumb Mitch is just going to swing with his sword.
What would Mitch do here? Honestly, what would Mitch do?
Oh, what would Mitch do?
He just got a chunk taken out of him.
Yeah, he's going to swing. I mean, like just a dog biting you, you're going to swing with a sword. It's just reactive. That's not going to. That's only a 17.
All right. That's going to take us back to Kutala. Did you just throw a dice?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You got so mad. It wasn't that bad of a roll. It's just a bad character in here who's fighting. So mad.
Look, I've said this before. We got it. We have to have the bad times got to be bad so that the good times are good. You know.
Yeah. So Kutala will again do flurry of blows here, and the first one will again be a trip. So let's roll an athletics check at a pretty high modifier, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, natural 17 on the dice plus 13, 30.
There we go.
There it is.
That's a success. He's on the floor.
Only
Nice.
a success. I rolled a 30 and only got a success. God, this guy sucks.
So he's on the ground?
He's on the
He is
ground.
on the ground right now. And then for my second action of flurry of blows, is this what I want to do? Yeah, we'll do a tiger strike with the second part of
Yes.
flurry of maneuvers at a plus 11. No, it's a 4 on the dice. That missed. That was one action.
Nice.
Yeah. Second action. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to grapple this guy.
So you're taking that at a -10 since it's subject to map.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Natural 10 for total of 13. Nah, so that's going to miss.
Yeah, against his fortitude difficulty class. That's a crit fail.
Oh. Crit failure. If you already had the target grabbed or restrained, it breaks free. Your target can either grab you as if it succeeded at using the grapple action against you, or force you to fall and land prone. Oh, and then it's period. Your target can either grab you. So yeah, I think it can actually put me in a grapple now if it wants to.
Given that is he prone right now? No, he's
Yes, he's prone.
Yes, he is, bro.
he's prone. So I'll say, it's not, he can't make you grabbed if he's prone, but he kind of whips around and gets under you and you fall down next to him.
I'm
so
prone
now
as well.
Dry's prone, Kritala's prone, and the werewolf is prone, and Sirio's prone. If Dundee were here, he'd be prone, and Mitch is standing up.
We're wrestling.
We are.
Pig pile. Everybody jump on.
I guess I still technically have a third action. I'm like, jeez.
Kind of action left.
Oh my God.
You get to stand up.
Yeah, no, that's what you all stand back up. That's good. That's a good call. So yeah, I stood back up.
And Kundal, the werewolf, having already spent his reaction against Mitch, does not have it now to spend against you. Ladies and gentlemen, Sirio, Xavier, Sertova, for the first time this combat.
It's my turn. I didn't get skipped. Was I conscious?
Fucking
So I was
Sertova.
conscious when Mitch talked about the
Yes.
the silver
Yeah.
weakness,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
While prone, I draw my dagger
Yes.
and lay it next to Dry, who is also prone by me.
Yep.
And then I'm going to stand up and move my maximum speed away from this guy.
Okay, yeah. So one action to draw the dagger, free action to drop it, one action to stand, one action to move.
I like
Yeah,
it.
makes sense.
I like it.
Smart. Okay, you end up, you scuttle away. Okay. It is Kundal's turn. This werewolf. Oh, man. He stands up. A couple juicy prone targets around him. Well, I'm sitting here wondering if I were to drag Drycolme away from the dagger right now. I'm kind of thinking about that a little bit. I'm thinking, though, that he still probably is going, well, I don't know. Who made him?
I didn't trip him.
Who made him prone? I can't remember now. Who
Donnie.
did that?
Kritala.
Was it
again.
Donnie?
Kritala did.
Oh, you landed one. That's right, you landed
Yes,
it.
first one.
Of course he's going to work on you. Yeah, so he stands up. He's just standing over you, Kritala. And with the bite, man.
We're eyeball to eyeball. He's not standing over me.
Laying on the ground.
Well, yeah, but he stood up. And
And I
then
stood. And I was stood up. That was my
Oh,
third
you
action.
stood
I
up.
stood up.
Too.
Yeah.
I can't keep track of anything. He stands up. He looks you dead in the eye, and he does something that a wrestler would do. He points at you.
A wrestler.
And then he points at you, and then he points at his mouth like you're like a hot dog or something he's about to eat. Just drawing on my personal experience here. Jaw attack. 34.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a crit. Yeah.
Did I get you?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm a little nauseous.
34, yeah.
I think I could be level 15 and just get ahead.
AC's
There's
34.
no way any of our ACs would be 25 at this level.
Are you sure that modifier's right? You rolled a.
Yeah.
You couldn't have rolled natural, so you had to roll at least a 19.
I rolled high.
Yeah. All right.
That was a pretty high roll.
Just fuck my shit up, fam. Let's go.
You got another character ready, Donnie?
Oh, come on.
It's going to be real hard to work another pro wrestling gimmick into the story, but I'll sure try.
Okay, I got bad news. I got good news, I got bad news.
Yeah.
Do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Yeah, give me the good news.
We're going to take a break and finish this
come
combat
on.
next week.
That's fucked up.
Oh, man.
Would you like the bad news?
Yeah, what's the bad news?
I just did 41 points of damage to you.
Holy shit. All right.
How dying are you?
I'm dying too.
Yeah, we'll start with that fort save next